A man discovered his wife's affair, but he didn't confront her on the spot. His wife had no idea her husband came home early. Not until the sun went down did the woman return home.
Well then.
The moment she saw her husband, the woman was completely surprised. She gave her husband a hug. Her husband asked where she'd been. The wife didn't tell the truth, making excuses to dodge the topic. Ted stated the fact of his wife's affair. He firmly pulled out a gun and pulled the trigger without hesitation. The gunshot alerted the workers outside. Ted fired 2 more shots at the window. The workers all ran away scared. Ted moved his wife's body to a different position. He picked up the shell casings and wiped off the prints, then dropped them back on the floor. He took off his clothes and burned them, finally washing away any traces on his body. After doing all this, he didn't choose to run. Instead, he waited for the police to arrive. He was waiting for someone. Soon the police surrounded the villa. Ted demanded a cop named Nick come in to negotiate, to ensure a pleasant conversation. Both sides put down their weapons. Nick was the man his wife was cheating with, but he didn't know Ted. Nick looked into the room. When he saw the photos on the wall, he finally realized who Ted's wife was. He rushed toward the woman and found she was still breathing. Ted picked up the gun. Nick quickly knocked it away, then tackled Ted to the ground. His colleagues rushed in from outside and restrained Ted. The woman was quickly taken to the hospital. Nick's eyes filled with hatred, but Ted sat in the police car, giving him a creepy smile. The police collected enough evidence at the scene. Nick wouldn't let him get away with this. Soon came the preliminary hearing. Ted waived his right to an attorney. He insisted on representing himself. He waived the hearing and demanded to go straight to trial. Prosecutor Willie was confident about this case, but that night he got a phone call. According to police analysis, the gun found at the scene had no fingerprints from Ted. The gun showed no signs of being fired either. Only then did Willie realize this was where Ted's confidence came from. Plus, Ted had no gunpowder residue on his hands, and no blood was found on his clothes. Soon the trial day arrived. Willie called his witnesses. Ted sat there drawing, completely indifferent. Ted waived his right to cross-examine. When the third witness came up, seeing Nick made Ted put down his pencil. After hearing Nick's account of events, Ted raised an objection. This piqued the judge's interest.
Sorry, Alan, but what would you call it legally when the officer who arrested you was having sexual intercourse with your wife? I think it's objectionable. It's rather disgusting, I think, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
The judge was instantly stunned after hearing it. Nick was also deeply ashamed. His testimony seemed absolutely ridiculous. Furious, Nick charged at Ted and tackled him. This made the jury believe even more that Ted was telling the truth. The judge's ruling was invalidated. Ted successfully turned the case around. The existing evidence became worthless. If no new evidence could be presented, Ted would be acquitted. After this incident, Nick's wife took the kids back to her parents' house. Willie was anxious about finding no new evidence and had to face Ted's merciless mockery.